I'd like to talk to you about one of my favorite plants for containers, and that's this plant right here. Believe it or not, this is a clematis, and it's called Clematis Alpina. I grew it from seed, so I don't have a cultivar name, but it is one of the smaller alpinas. I have another alpina in another location that's called Pamela Jackman, and it's quite a large clematis compared to this. So you do want to get one of the smaller cultivars. I've had this in the container now for about 4 years. I think this will be its 5th summer, and I really don't do very much to it at all. It's now the end of March in my Zone 5 garden, and it's time to prune all the clematis. But Clematis Alpina bloom very early in the year, and the buds are already on the stems. So we don't do any pruning at this time of the year. Just leave it alone. In another month, 6 weeks from now, this will start blooming. It'll bloom for 3 weeks, and then I cut it down. Now the reason I do that is that you can see my trellis here isn't very big, and I don't want a really large plant. If I didn't prune it, it would just get taller and taller and taller, which might be great for a different location. But for this container, I want to keep it to about 2 to 3 feet tall. So I cut it back after blooming and then just leave it alone. So what you see here is the growth it made after last summer's pruning. And that's pretty much all I do. I might put some fertilizer in this container because you tend to water more in containers. The plants do appreciate a little extra fertilizer. In my containers, I tend to use garden soil for the most part. So my mixture here is about 60–70% garden soil, and the rest is some sort of a light mix like peat moss or compost, whatever I happen to have. I put in just to lighten the soil a little bit. The reason I use that is that my garden soil here is about 40% clay, and that holds a lot of water. What it means is that I only have to water this container about once a week, and I think that's great. Watering containers every day is a real pain, and I'd never do it. At the bottom of this container, I put in a few annuals. This is what's left from last year, and these are now dead. They were killed over the winter, but I'll put some more annuals in here just to give it some more color throughout the summer. But this is a very low maintenance plant that everybody should be growing.